Welcome to Winchester News Online. I'm Harry ACTON and here are the headlines. Disruption ahead for rail travellers this week. Winchester celebrates in style. And locals unite to save a horse's life. If you're a commuter, you may have noticed a number of delays over the last few weeks on the South's trains, and there's a lot more to come. Winol took to the tracks to look into why this keeps happening. Bethany Waring reports.
Hundreds of passengers faced delays and disruption yesterday after a South Western Railway's train derailed near Wimbledon. The derailment happened just before 6 in the morning, but disruption continued until 3:30 in the afternoon. Normal service has resumed here in Winchester, but passengers face more disruption later this week when South Western Railway staff go on strike on Wednesday and Thursday. The union says the strike is because First MTR, which runs the franchise, hasn't given assurances about the role of guards in the future. However, in a statement on South Western Railway website, the managing director Andy Mellor said the company has guaranteed that we will roster a guard on every train and that those guards will continue to be trained in safety procedures. It's bad news for anybody who wants to travel over the next 2 days. A reduced service will run on most lines, including here in Winchester, but some services have been completely replaced by rail replacement bus services. South Western Railways reminds passengers that those trains that do run are likely to be more crowded than usual. Bethany Waring, Winchester News Online.
And South Western Railway says there's more information on their website. Now, more potential problems on the railways. Residents across the south face losing direct routes to London next year under new South Western Railway plans. We sent Nicole Moore to investigate.
Totton is just one of the 4 towns in the New Forest that could be affected by the discontinuation of direct services to London. South Western Railway has launched a public consultation to introduce the proposed new timetable changes, which are due to take place in December 2018. Some of the locals are not thrilled by the idea.
I should think it'd be a bit put out, to be quite honest with you.
I can't believe it's going to happen. I'm sure the public will talk about it and sort things out, surely. It's down to us, isn't it?
Direct services to the capital could be discontinued from the following New Forest stations: Totton, Sway, Ashurst and Hinton Admiral. David Murdoch from South Western Railway commented, "The reason we have published a consultation is so that everyone has the chance to comment on the timetable proposals so that planners can use the feedback to help shape the final proposal." With more than 99 million people travelling through London Waterloo a year, the discontinuation of direct services from the New Forest could upset and affect those commuting greatly. Nicole Moore, Winchester News Online, Totton.
Winchester always celebrates in style, and Bonfire Night is no exception. Thousands gathered over the weekend to take part in the South's biggest display, and it's all for a good cause. Renee Shaw reports.
Remember the 5th of November, Bonfire Night 2017, marking the 59th annual Winchester Roundtable Bonfire and Fireworks event. An estimated 21,000 tickets were purchased for the sold-out event that attracted people from all over Hampshire. An evening that included entertainment, a torchlit parade, a bonfire lit by the Mayor of Winchester, and of course, the fireworks spectacular. Supporting and raising money for charities and good causes throughout Winchester, one of which is Youth Options, who are focused on improving young people's chances in life, providing opportunities specially tailored for them. In the last year, they have supported 2,334 young people.
Last year we received £4,600 from the round table, and what we've used that money for is to provide one night a week at a youth club, and then halfway through the year we've been able to go out and provide a detached youth worker in the Winol area to go out and meet young people.
The fireworks event helped a large variety of charities and non-profit organisations and will do for years to come. Renee Shaw, Winchester News Online, Monty.
This Sunday commemorates the 72nd anniversary of the end of World War II. The Royal Hampshire Regiment Museum showed Winol the artefacts of history. Julie Lee reports.
So these are a nice set of medals.
This is one of the latest donations to the Royal Hampshire Regiment Museum.
First World War ones do. And then escaped for about 800 miles back to safety. And his grandson came to give us this last week.
The donations make it possible to tell the stories of soldiers through their memorabilia.
It's not just about the numbers, it's about the individuals, their hopes, their fears, their loves, their interests. That's what we try and show in the museum. So it's not just this soldier did this and won this battle and won this flag. It's this person was terrified and wrote home to mum that they were terrified and sent pictures home to their sweethearts.
Remembrance Sunday is important for the museum.
And we're trying to show within the museum that the remembrance and the commemoration happens all the time, every day of the year. And Remembrance Sunday is a focus for that, but it's beyond that.
I feel proud of selling a property to raise money for people who have been in the military. It's Army, Navy or Air Force. A contribution that they've made over the years and are still making, and I admire them. I did 10 years with the MOD, Ministry of Defence. Great admiration and feel proud.
The Remembrance service will be held outside of the cathedral this Sunday. Julie Lee, Winchester News Online.
Residents can once again look forward to some festive fun with the ice rink. It'll be covered by a roof again this year, so come rain or come shine, it's a place for all to enjoy. If you're an adult, you may have a bit of a shock, with the standard adult ticket now costing £11.50, up from £8 in 2006. We asked the cathedral to comment about the increase, but they haven't responded to us. The ice rink opens on the 20th of November and runs until after the new year. One year ago, a community cafe opened in Winchester to help those in need. We went to see how things have changed after a year. Paige Lampard reports.
It's a place which brings the community together around a nutritious, fresh-cooked meal they haven't had to cook. First Bite Cafe in Winchester is an initiative set up to provide affordable meals using surplus food which would have otherwise gone to waste. This means that even those struggling to make ends meet can sit down with others and enjoy a healthy meal at a reasonable price. 60 people visit First Bite each week on average. The initiative is certainly bringing the community together.
We think the initiative provides people with a safe place to come and enjoy a good nutritious meal at a low cost. We think that people who might be otherwise isolated can come here and make friends, join in and have a good conversation with other people, which helps self-esteem and mental health.
There are 12 volunteers giving a helping hand to ensure that no one is left hungry.
I just like helping people. When people come in, like I get to meet people, I get to experience new things. I like helping people who don't have a place, like have a place to stay or a place to eat. Just getting food into their stomach because it's hard out there, and it's just good to help people.
It's very friendly and lovely home cooked food.
There's a lot of mothers that come here with children, so they get to communicate with each other and have a good time, and we meet lots of different people down here as well.
Last Thursday marked the Community Cafe's first birthday, and in its year of running, the organisation have managed to save 1,600 kilos of landfill.
It's not wasting all the energy for a start that's gone into producing that food and transporting that food, and all the people that have had to work to make that food. What possible benefit is there of just chucking that all in the bin? So actually that not going in the bin and then not creating all those noxious gases and the energy to get it to the landfill site.
It's clear to say that plenty of food is going to waste, with supermarkets across the UK chucking over 300,000 tonnes of food every year. But the Community Cafe providing healthy meals out of surplus food is definitely a step in the right direction towards tackling the systematic food waste problem. Paige Lampard, Winchester News Online.
Donating bone marrow might be a scary thought for some people, but a recruitment drive by Winchester Marrow is hoping to get more people to sign up. Danielle Condell reports.
This may look slightly gross, but one day this simple process could save a life.
Because there's 1 in 100 chance that someone who signs up today can save someone's life with blood cancer, and we're so young, we've all got so much to give, and it doesn't just affect that one person, it affects everyone around them. And the thing I think about what if it was you or someone in your family, you'd want someone to do something about it, and just doing a swab signs you up to the register until you're 60, so.
Done. Easy, right? I decided to see for myself how quick the process is and what is involved in signing up. This means I could now be called to donate stem cells or bone marrow in the future.
So, now these and your forms are going to wheel their way off to our lab where you'll be tissue typed and added to your register. Welcome.
With stem cell donations being the last chance for some people with blood cancer, drives like these could help save a lot of lives, especially with donations being sent all around the world. Danielle Condell, Winchester News Online.
Winchester Market's own George Hodgson has caught the attention of top fashion magazines for his creative designs inspired by his mental health story. Our lifestyle reporter, Athena Lakey, went to find out more.
A local man who suffers from severe anxiety and OCD has been featured in one of the world's top leading fashion magazines as an inspirational fashion designer.
I originally started Made in the Tube in 2014 when I was severely suffering with mental health, anxiety and OCD, and I was using my drawings from little black books which I did, like quotes and drawings and stuff, and I put them on the Photoshop to play around with them. Then I thought maybe I could do something with these and take them to spread awareness of mental health.
Winner of the British Fashion Startup Awards in 2016, George has been featured in Vanity Fair and Vanity Fair Italia for his influential designs constructed by his mental health problems.
It was a project for me at the time because I left college and I didn't have a job, so it was something for me to do and get on with it. I see the sign, you get loads of people coming up to me and actually talking about their own experiences of mental health, which is fine for me because I can talk to them about it because I'm very open about my work with Young Minds as well.
Young Minds is the UK's leading charity addressing the well-being and mental health of young people.
When people ask me for advice, I say, it takes time, but you will get through it. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. But find an outlet that helps you, be creative, not creative, academic, and sort of just use it to express yourself. And if you like drawing, draw your thoughts and feelings. If you don't like talking, find a different way of expressing yourself. And for MDC, I want to continue growing it with mental health at the heart, because that's what it's all about, bringing new designs. And I'm looking at working with university students to set up themselves to design t-shirts and then print them and then tell their story.
According to the Mental Health Foundation, 1 in 4 people will be affected by severe anxiety or depression at some point within their life. But George has shown us that on the Winchester market, by creating your own brand, you can address your mental health problems. Tina Lakey, lifestyle reporter for Winchester News Online.
When was the last time you rode a bike? If it's been a while, why not pop down to the university's bike auction being held this week? Ian Sheridan takes us for a ride.
How much would you pay for this bike? This and other bikes will be auctioned this week in a sealed bid auction.
So we're running the university's bike auction, and this is an auction of 9 bikes that were abandoned at the university over the last year. And we put out signs over the summer to say if you don't collect your bike, we'll be taking them back, refurbishing them and auctioning them. And we've got 9 bikes left that weren't collected, and they've been beautifully restored by Bespoke Biking.
There's one really great one that I think will sell well, and all we did was put new tyres on that and gave it a check over. There was a couple that we absolutely stripped down that were just in a shocking state, but then we used the parts to fix up one of the other bikes.
I think I'm interested in the Silver Giant. I'll probably make a bid.
But it's a brilliant deal, absolutely brilliant deal, and we're pretty sure that the new owners will be really proud to have a reconditioned bike that's roadworthy and ready to go and really sustainable. It's a closed bids auction, asking people to pay what they think it's worth.
The university is expecting to raise approximately £400, and any profit will be donated to charity. You can view the lot book online. The winning bidders will be contacted after the 10th of November. Bikes will be available for viewing today and tomorrow. Ian Sheridan, Winchester News Online, Winchester.
And now over to Mike Key at the sports desk.
Thanks, Harry. Well, this week's main sports action saw Basingstoke Bison play their game on Saturday night.
Saturday night saw the Bison welcome Milton Keynes Thunder to Planet Ice. The first 13 minutes of the game appeared even, with both teams scoring once. However, quickly after the visitors tied the game, the Herd took control, scoring another 2 goals. Going into the second period, the hosts continued to dominate. The first goal of the period came from Bison captain Aaron Connolly after being hooked on a breakaway by a Thunder player. Connolly then converted the subsequent penalty shot. But possibly the pick of the goals came from Oscar Evans, scoring his first in the senior team a week after his debut. Then in the third, the Bison struck the final blow, as Dan Davis scored the Herd's 7th. After the game, Roman Malinik reflected on their performance.
I think that the whole team played a really good game. We scored a couple goals. I think that the most important was quick goals of the second period. That's basically shows the way on the game, and we won. So our team played good, and we deserve to win tonight. I think it was a pretty sick one. Like, he made like good move and good trainings, and then he shot and scored a goal, and it was first for him here, I guess, or maybe in senior. So good luck for this guy, and he can keep it up and score many goals because he's like a good kid, and I think he has like good future.
And now we go and we caught up with the university's basketball team, looking to improve on last week's loss. Winchester Knights lost their third game of the season to Plymouth Raiders. The team struggled defensively as Plymouth made light work of scoring. It's been an experience to learn from, and Vice Captain Bradley Holland is happy how players have stepped up when needed.
A few players stepped up that have been quite quiet recently, so it's good to see that. There was positives, there's always going to be positives and negatives. We've taken the positives and we're going to learn from the negatives and go from there.
The team has a lot to improve on both sides of the floor, especially before the next game on Wednesday as they look to move back up the table. That's all the sport for this week, and back to you, Harry.
Thank you for that, Mike. And now, work and a busy lifestyle can make us forget about going to the gym. But would new evidence that it extends your life get you signing up? Our health reporter, Amber Lovell, looks into this revolution.
According to a new study, it's been found that you can prevent premature death by up to 23% and up to 31% in cancer-related instances by doing sit-ups and press-ups alone. I'm here to find out what muscles sit-ups and press-ups work and whether they can actually help prolong your life. Come with me and we'll find out.
Jacob House, a personal trainer at the University of Winchester gym, explains the benefits of doing both push-ups and sit-ups.
So for push-ups, it's good for kind of full body activation, so it's good for functional strength. It also is good for your posture, because you don't want to be hunched over, so a good push-up will kind of keep you upright and make sure that you don't get any lower back pain as well. The same for sit-ups, it's good for the core, so you won't be bending over as much, so it's good for your posture.
Using his knowledge as a personal trainer, Jacob comments on whether these exercises alone will really prolong your life.
I wouldn't say those two exercises would do that much. They're good for like general strength and conditioning, but you want to do kind of high intensity activity, so like running, various other exercises as well. But yeah, I would say those two would help that much.
Amber Lovell, Winchester News Online, Winchester.
Winchester isn't the safest place if you're visually impaired, but change is coming. A radio studio are using their voices to guide the blind on what's going on in the local area. Lauren Hodgson reports.
A click of a mouse is all it takes for a voice to appear in the dark. For blind people, knowing what happens locally is virtually impossible, but a charity in Winchester is becoming the eyes for local blind people in exchange for their ears, through radio bulletins.
First of all, we're going to have the news stories that are on the front page, then we're going to have death notices, bell garum, and after that we will have a variety of general news. Well, we started 26 years ago because there was obviously a need for a service like ours for many blind and visually impaired people in Winchester and the surrounding areas. It's important for local people to be able to access local news. They can get all the national news from the television and the radio, of course, but what they miss is knowing what's happening in their area, what's happening down the road closures and so on.
According to the Royal National Institute for the Blind, over half the partially sighted people in the UK feel moderately or completely cut off by their surroundings. So for them, Winchester Talking News are a way to access what's happening in Hampshire. Lauren Hodgson for Winchester News Online, Winchester.
Important member of the team at the Hampshire Riding Therapy Centre has brought the community together in a fundraising bid to provide urgent medical attention. Jessica Staley has more.
To some, he may just look like any other horse, but to the people at Hampshire Riding Therapy Centre, he's known as Mr. Sin. After 15 years of providing support and giving others new confidence, the tables turned, and it was Sin in need of their help.
We experienced floods in 2013, which set us back quite a lot. Sin recently had an episode with his COPD, which required veterinary attention, which cost £700. So we kind of needed to find extra money for him as quickly as possible.
COPD, otherwise known as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, is a condition similar to chronic asthma in humans, meaning Sin often has difficulty breathing. Following a recent increase in the pollen count, Mr. Sin developed a colic which needed immediate veterinary attention.
Mr. Sin has been with us for 15 years. He's a real asset to the centre. He does a lot of lessons, a lot of clients absolutely adore him. He's really helpful with children with autism and other needs. He's a really sweet boy. He's super cuddly, really, really sweet, adores attention, just loves people, loves treats, loves a fuss. He's awesome. He's an awesome horse.
Mr. Sin's Just Giving page shows that they've reached just over their target of £700, meaning his vet bills can be paid with ease. Hampshire Riding Therapy Centre continues to provide therapy for both children and adults, and Mr. Sin continues to steal the hearts of their clients. Jessica Staley, Winchester News Online.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching Winchester News Online.